Today's flashback story takes place 6/26/1987 at 01:30 hours. It is a plane crash and 8-alarm fire that takes place in the area of 36 and 38 Lonsdale Street in Dorchester. As I recall, I was in the area of Eddie Everett Square when the first alarm came in. It probably took me about three and a half minutes to get to the scene, and then another, I would guess, 1.5 minutes to park my car and walk to the scene. As I quickly walked down Lonsdale Street, I could see that 2 houses were fully engulfed and multiple cars in the street were on fire. The heat from the fire was very intense. I always carried my camera in a plastic bag to prevent water from hoses from getting on it, and I was kind of worried that the plastic would melt right to the camera at that point. There was considerable confusion at the scene as to what had happened. There were reports of a plane crash into the houses. There was another report that the plane deflected off the roofs and ended up in Dorchester Bay. And there was the question of, if it was a plane crash, where was the plane? There was no plane to be seen. As it turns out, when the plane crashed into the houses, it completely penetrated the houses and was basically instantly incinerated. The twin-engine plane, which was owned by Cash Air of Lawrence, had taken off from Teterboro, New Jersey airport and was carrying copies of Investor's Business Daily newspaper and banknotes to Boston. It is reported that the pilot, Peter Chovich, 21, of Nashua, New Hampshire, had radioed the Logan Tower and said he was on approach to runway 4 right. Shortly after that, the plane suddenly turned left and went into the houses. The plane's pilot was the only fatality in the fire. EMTs said that the pilot's body was burned almost beyond recognition. To this day, I can't figure out why the cars in the street were scattered about. I could understand if they were all parked at the curb, which they must have been, but all the cars were strewn all over the street and all on fire. And when I first arrived at the scene, I was thinking, my God, there may have been people in these cars. Well, anyhow, that's our flashback story for today. To look at the video, simply click on the link below this video, and that'll take you right to it. Once you're there, if you want to come back here, click on the link below that video that says return. So anyhow, stay safe out there. Keep the rubber side down. Enjoy the Memorial Day holiday. Stay alert because, as you know, there is danger everywhere. And remember, I'll be back.